I don't claim to be, but my son, he's growing up in basketball culture in New York City. We see a lot of local games. There's a lot of nifty street legends right now, right? Shout out to Jelly Fam. But that stuff is old. Doing all the different kind of English on the back of the glass. He was nice. He represented New York City basketball. And this was before the Doans. So you can't even really put this on Don. It's just Knicksian-ish. That should have told you Kyrie wasn't coming. That Rod Strickland was his godfather. The other thing that was an obvious thing. Obvious. Out in the open for you to see. Kyrie has been telling everybody and anybody on a Nets broadcast that I grew up a Nets fan. Jason Kidd was like a god to me. And Iron Eagle, your voice is the one I hear in my head when I'm playing when I used to be a kid playing in my driveway, hitting that shot for the championship. He's been saying that out in the open while you morons in the media are saying, sources tell me. Kyrie prefers the Knicks only because Kevin Durant won't go with him anywhere else. Kyrie, I'm hearing 95.5% chance Kyrie, KD, New York Knicks. Why? Who? They've been lying to you. They've been placating you. Which is why in a game like yesterday, you guys are looking at your televisions and you're looking at the overlap of two players, Knox and Marcus Morris, who are the same size. They don't do the same things. But why is Kevin Knox's defense terrible? Because he's a power forward. He's not supposed to be guarding these fast small forwards and shooting guards. But nobody will tell you that. Because the Knicks went out and got Marcus Morris. When you have that's like going out and buying the iPhone 6 when you already got the 11 on your team. Y'all want to be positive. Y'all don't want to admit anything is wrong. Oh, the Knicks got KD. KD is in the wheelchair. He ain't coming back ever. He'll damage goods. Damaged goods. Kyrie. Kyrie's a head case. Don't want him. Never want it. Dodge the bullet. Let Dennis. I prefer Dennis Smith Jr. just develop. Stop saying these things. Stop lying to the people and lying to yourselves. Oh, our attendance is amazing. Like, we're all there. Look at us. We own this town. You own losing. The Knicks are the losingest franchise. You guys should be asking the most questions. Because there is no excuse. There is no reason why the most valuable, the most loyal and spectacular fan base, the Knicks fan base isn't New York City. People who live in the city barely like sports. I'm talking about Manhattan. I'm talking about Manhattan. It's just really rich people who got to be at work on Monday, and they can't lose their jobs because their rent is too high. It's real out here in New York. Knicks fans are from Poughkeepsie and Hicksville, Long Island. They have those areas on lock. And because of that, because of them being alone in this city, the only major sports league that only has one New York team is basketball. And therein lies where the churning of the poison exists. Because the obvious questions aren't being asked. I'm watching this game yesterday and I said to myself, what value does it bring anybody, right, to have Marcus Morris on this team? Even if it's a disposable contract, right? What does it do for you? Everything should be about going forward. Everything. To a fault, the Knicks should be playing Mitchell Robinson, R.J. Barrett. Yes, I'm going to say it. Frankie Smokes. He should be playing. Right? And Kevin Knox. Sprinkling, ISO Zo and all that. But Bobby Portis played 27 minutes. He was 3 of 10. 0 for 4. Why? What? For what good reason? What? Kevin Knox and his development is the most important thing. Second to the development of Frankie Ntilikina, which is second to the development of Mitchell Robinson, which is all developing that core group. Is what you must do. And I don't worry about getting mashed about from the Boston Celtics. In my house. I don't worry about, y'all look good in the first half. None of that matters. Y'all have to be asking the right questions. You need to hold your media accountable for finding out what is this team doing to develop these players. Because when you downgrade them and you make them look horrible, they're not good as assets, you can't build a team this way. You can't. And I for one, hope the Knicks could get their stuff together because I care about my family who are Knicks fans. I care about my friends who are Knicks fans. It would be great to have New York City not be, trash when you go around the country and you meet other people. You stand on a basketball court in Texas. Hey, you said you were from Brooklyn? New York City? Yeah. You guys have some garbage NBA team out there. This is New York City. This is the Mecca. Can't be having people in St. Louis talking about maybe something wrong with your city. You can't put a good basketball product on the court. What y'all doing over there in New York? It's embarrassing to be from this great city. To hear people who bet in football states want to tell me, man, like, when's the last time the Knicks won a playoff series? That's horrible for our hometown. It's embarrassing. Y'all got to start asking the right questions. Y'all got to start arguing with each other. Y'all can't let these super fans come out here with their New York Knicks Superman suits on, looking like orange and blue clowns, running up and down. I'm a Knick diehard. I support this team till I die. Fuck out of here. You guys are paying customers. You guys buy their ridiculous looking jerseys. I remember, listen, I was one of y'all. I've been to games where my friend wore Nick Zumba pants. We're no longer friends now. I'm not saying it's because of the Zumba pants, but there's evidence that it's not. There's no evidence that it's not, rather. Y'all can't keep letting watching that game. It's obvious to me as the LL Cool J and used to quote nomenclature from my community when I was a young boy growing up in Brooklyn, and you would hear people say this all over the streets. There's no future in frontin'. You're gonna have to do this the hard way, because you gotta draft. But drafting is not enough. You have to develop these players. You can't keep giving them these 1998 themes. I love Mace. But if Anthony Mason was alive today, he could not play in this NBA. He doesn't have enough skills. That type of basketball can't be the type of basketball that we're still wishing for. These box scores are ridiculous. Who's getting minutes shows what they're trying to do. They're going, oh, okay, so you got to make the playoffs. Let's see, how do we get to 8th seed? Marcus Morris, Randall, yeah. Why don't you throw in a little bit of Taj Gibson? He's from Brooklyn. That'll get him. What are y'all doing? Is anybody watching what Dennis Smith Jr. is eating? Is anybody working on his nutrition? Is anybody out here really making sure that Mitchell Robinson is developing a short jumper